Welcome to Baddie, a monthly podcast by For the Breast of Us, the first breast cancer community for all women of color, where we share real-life experiences, information, and education to help you live your best life after a breast cancer diagnosis. Hello, and welcome to another episode of our series, Love and Cancer. If you don't know already, my name is Marissa. I am the co-founder and CEO of For the Breast of Us, an online community that's all-inclusive for all women of color who have been impacted by breast cancer. Today, for our next set of the series, we have been talking about love and cancer, and this time we are bringing on friends and family because, as you know, love encompasses all. It's not just romantic partners. So I wanted to dive deep in and talk to some ladies who cancer has affected their relationships and friendships. So today I have with me Keneene, who is one of our Baddie Ambassadors, and we are joined by Tia, Starnique, and Yvonne. Hello, ladies. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Hello. Doing good.
Good. I am excited for this conversation. You are our first ladies to talk about this from a friendship family perspective, so it'll be interesting to hear and see what you have to say. So let's go on ahead and get started. Keneene, as being one of our Baddie Ambassadors, why don't you tell everybody who's watching and our listeners just a little bit about yourself and your breast cancer diagnosis?
All right. I am one of the OG baddies. I was in the first cohort of Baddie Ambassadors. I was diagnosed in 2019 with stage 3 invasive ductal carcinoma, estrogen, progesterone positive, HER2 negative. After doing lumpectomy, chemo for 8 months, radiation for like 3 months, and then port removal. And now I'm in 3 years of NED, no evidence of disease or survivorship. And love being a Baddie Ambassador. Rep hard.
Yes. So introduce the ladies who are here with us. Tell everybody who's watching how they are related to you.
Okay, I will go with Tia, who is to my right. Tia is my cousin, one of my younger cousins of the many, many cousins that I have. Yvonne is my best friend and my sister-in-law. I've known Yvonne since, 2003? Give or take. Yep. And then my other bestie, Starnique, family, and my sister as well. And I've known Starnique since around the same time, about 2002, 2003. And they have been with me through all the ups and downs of life, cancer, and survivorship.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get started. We'll get into some of the fun questions first. So right now we're jumping into summer, spring, summer. It's concert season. So Beyonce or Drake, who y'all going to see? Not if you got your tickets or not, but if you had to pick one, who are you going to see?
Beyonce.
I would say Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good answers.
Who paying? That's a different question.
Now, from a friendship perspective, and I think you all, at least know each other from that perspective. So who's the most feistiest out of all of you?
Is it Keneene included?
I was going to say.
Right. Definitely the most feisty.
Yeah.
Okay, so who shops the most?
I'm going to say and I know all three of your shopping habits. It's a very close race. Everybody is literally neck and neck, but I'm going to probably have to say Yvonne, because Yvonne is not only shopping for herself, Yvonne is shopping for houses, Yvonne is shopping for houseware stuff. Yvonne is always shopping. So, but Tia and Star, y'all right there. I'm just gonna say that the shoe collections, I'm just gonna put that out there. They definitely are more than me. I would say that.
Okay, so are you a thrifty shopper or you just shop till you drop?
It's got to be coupons. If I'm gonna do it, I got to justify it. So it's going to be a deal.
Coupon queen.
Sometimes it depends for me. It depends for me. Sometimes I don't have the patience to, get those coupons ready, and I'll just do it, but both.
Yeah.
Star. What'd she say?
Oh, she's on mute.
Oh.
Oh, no coupons. If I want it, I'm getting it. I'm sorry.
I'm a little bit in the middle. I do some coupons,
I need to learn those skills from you guys. I need to learn that skill. I ain't got it yet.
Vaughn is the G. Vaughn is the G of coupons.
So now when Keneene was diagnosed, coming from a friend or a family member, what was the first thing in your mind that you felt like that you needed to do?
For me, it was check on Callista, her daughter, make sure she was okay, understood, could process this, because I know, their relationship, and Callista is her everything. So just making sure she was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it was, let me just take a step back before I let anything come out of my mouth with her. And I just went to my corner and I prayed. One, to keep myself in check, and I didn't want to have the wrong type of spiritual energy around her. So I went and pulled myself together, and then so that I could be the best that I could be with dealing with this as well.
Yeah. Starting.
For me, it was, I wanted to just be there with her. I wanted to be there. I wanted to give her a hug. I wanted to hold her hand through the whole process.
Mm-hmm. What is something that you would tell other friends or family members who just found out that somebody that they love was diagnosed with breast cancer? If you had to give them one thing that helped you that would help them, what would you tell them?
To stay positive throughout the entire process, because it can get very deep, dark, and personal, and you just have to stay positive. You don't want to put yourself in that space. If I'm being negative about it and, saying things like, I don't know about this, how is that going to help anyone? So just stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Tia. The first thing is, please don't let those words of "I'm so sorry" come out your mouth, because that's offensive. Mm-hmm. It's offensive going through this. There's no reason to be sorry. We're trusting God, and we're not going to start out with that type of energy with it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know how positive Keneene was, so I vibed off of her energy. She was positive through the whole time. She had her moments, but we kept it positive. Mm-hmm. We kept it positive throughout this whole process. It was, we got to do what we got to do. It was just get it done, and we're gonna be all right. Period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Keneene, how did you tell your friends?
Tia, I told through, if I'm correct, Marco Polo and our little chat, which is an app where you could put a message on here and somebody can listen to it at their time when it's good for them. Yvonne, I'm sorry, I'm calling y'all all y'all nicknames, but Yvonne, I called and told her over the phone because with her being my sister-in-law, with my brother, who I primarily grew up with, I knew I was going to need her to find out early enough so that by the time I told him, she'll be there to help him handle the news. Mm-hmm. Starnique, I called and I told her as well. I called her over the phone and told her, I think I was making sure she wasn't flying at that time. And I was like, I got some news, and I let her know. And then everybody else, I just told through Facebook. Well, not everybody, but majority everybody else. Yeah.
So, in Black and Brown communities, it's really hard for us to share with people when we're diagnosed with like a life-threatening illness like this. So, Keneene, how would you tell somebody who's just diagnosed with breast cancer and they're having, trouble telling their friends or family? We tend to keep a lot of things to ourselves because, especially as Black women, we have to be quote unquote strong all the time. But we're trying to dispel that myth. and
Right.
especially share like, our health history and things of that nature. So how would you say, what advice would you give to them so that way they could tell their friends and family?
I would say share when you're ready, on your time, and when you're in that space to share, and set the parameters and expectations of what you need in this current moment. And letting them know that, right now we're still figuring things out. I just need you guys to pray for me, lift me up, that type of deal. But I think doing it in your own time and at your own pace. There's not one way to do this. By feeling like you got to do it the way I did it, like I posted a picture, wrote a long message, and put it on Facebook so the rest of all of my family and friends across the country could learn it. For some of them, it was hard for them to read that, but for me, that was the way I needed to do it versus picking up the phone and calling 375 people. That wasn't gonna happen. So I called the people who were in my tight circle, my parents, and then I was like, everybody else will find out online. And it may not have been the best way that they wanted to find out, but that is how I had to do it for me. And I just continued to use social media throughout my whole journey, as my diary, as a way to keep everybody abreast. So you're not like, okay, today I had scans, waiting on results, and having to say that 755 times. Like, read it, and that's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would just say, main thing, do it at your own pace.
Yeah. Now, do any of you, friends and family, do you feel like during, Keneene's, diagnosis and treatment and now in survivorship, do you feel like that your relationships have shifted in any type of way, whether that be positive or negative? Do you feel like any of them have shifted? And then if so, how?
Ours did. Keneene and I have always had a relationship. We used to live together, I think, twice.
Mm-hmm.
So Keneene and I have always had that cousin-friend relationship. But after it was just more of a vulnerable, like certain things I didn't know or see of Keneene. So we definitely, we talk every day, multiple times a day. So we definitely have a stronger bond that, I feel like I don't have with anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I can't say that it changed at all, because we've just always have been on that level where we've been through some things already. So other things may have been a trial run for this, but we're kind of used to getting on that boat and just kind of going back with this. So I can't say that it changed at all.
Yeah.
I would have to say that, as Vaughn said, we've been through some things. Me and Keneene met. We both was at probably the lowest points of our lives or whatever. We came through that, and it just made me aware that we are genuine friends. We support each other. We love each other. Nothing can change that. It bonded us closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, let's switch it up just a little bit again. So let's say all y'all are going on a girls' trip. Who's going to be the party animal of the girls' trip?
Here's your answer.
I think it's between me and Star. We turn up. Tia and Vaughn turn up, but they got a chill turn up.
Yeah,
they pop and then they chill. I think me and Star just stay up and up and up, and then we crash.
Keneene is gonna dance the entire day.
Yeah.
She will dance.
Mm-hmm. And where are you guys going if you're going on a girls' trip?
Somewhere warm.
It's warm.
Hot water where we can sit on the beach and just be.
Drink and do nothing. Listen to music. Chill out.
Talk some shit.
Yeah. Where we can be loud.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That sounds like a good friends trip, though. We might make that happen.
Yeah.
And who's going to be the mom of the group?
Keneene.
I've been the mama since been the mama since been the mama. I've always been like this. I think if it's not me, then the next one to make sure everybody's okay is gonna be Vaughn.
Yeah.
Vaughn is gonna make sure everybody's good, but I'm probably just a little bit more than her. She be looking at me like, "Girl, I got this." Like, wow.
Let me keep my leftovers.
That's right.
Listen, I like my leftovers.
Me
We'll
too,
throw your
Sonny.
food away.
You know, she'll leave us leftover. She'll be like, "Did you throw my food away?"
Please
Yes, she
throw
left
the
it
food
out.
away.
It's gone.
So what's a story about Keneene that you guys would want to tell that you would want everybody to know?
Y'all can tell whatever. I'm good. You know that.
Let's see. I have one. I was living with my parents here in Tennessee in Pinson. And I don't know how old we were at the time, but I know I was underage. Keneene was living with us at the time. And all the time I'm out at these nightclubs with her. And it was the best time of my life. Like Keneene was that big cousin that's like, oh, that's my cousin right there. And I remember going to this place and there was this guy, I don't know, he was talking to Keneene or something. And his friends, or maybe it was him, kind of looked over at me and she was like, "That's my cousin. That's my younger cousin. Back up." And I'm like, "Can we go? Like, they're old. Can we go?" But it's just always been a good time with her.
I think my most precious memory was finding out that, you know, we all started off working together and gained that bond there. But then we're all kind of, all three of us, Starnik, everybody, was all going through some drama.
Yes.
And we bonded over that drama. It was heavy. And just in those moments of really getting to know each other personally, found out that our parents were cousins. So, you know, we weren't just friends now, we were cousins. And then to, you know, progress forward and then become her sister-in-law. I think that's the biggest memory.
We cross all bonds, right?
Cross them all. Cross them all.
Let me be clear for the people. My brother and I have different dads.
Yeah, I married my cousin.
Starnik, do you have a memory or a story you want to share?
I'm sorry. I would have to say my best memories of when I didn't have a car. Keneene would come pick me up in the morning for work, going to USB. And, you know, just like I said, those memories of her dropping me off and having Callista in the car, the bond that her and Callista created from the moment Callista came into this earth till now, just watching that relationship grow. She's definitely been a great example of what a mother should be. And now that I have my little one, I have a good blueprint to follow.
Yeah.
That's when Lisa used to sing to Star. I call her Star. That's when Lisa used to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star every day before Star could get out the car. Star would like be getting ready to go and Lisa would start off a twinkle. And Star would just sit there like, okay. And then she could get out the car.
Yeah. So, Keneene, what is it that you would want to tell each of your friends? What is it that you love about them?
And I'm gonna do this like a G. I'm not gonna get emotional about
Don't
it.
get me emotional.
I already feel it well enough.
Don't get me emotional.
Tia is one of my babies in the family. Her mom and I look alike. Tia and I look alike, especially when we were younger. A little bit now, but I just appreciate you. I'm getting emotional. I can feel it. Okay. I appreciate you, Tia, for so many reasons. I just admire your spirit. I admire how kind you are, and that you are you at all times. And it's okay to just be me at all times. And you just roll with me with that, no matter which Keneene you getting, high, low, crying, whatever, you rolling with me with that. Um, and you my cousin, you one of my best friends, you my sister, you all the things as well. So I love you to death. V, Jesus Christ, let me get through this. V, I love you. I'm gonna cry. I love you because no matter what, and this is for all three of y'all, but no matter where I'm at, what I'm going through, I know I can call the three of you, and including Teresa. She can't be here, but including Teresa, and y'all will give me the space to exist as I am, to say whatever I'm saying. Give me that moment, and then we gonna find solutions. We gonna find resolution. We gonna pray. We gonna lift each other up, and then we gonna celebrate the getting through. VU, whenever I felt like I had nobody at times, because you're my Gemini a minute before, as we say. Like you just get me. You get me all the way through. I feel like that's all of y'all, but yeah, Vaughn gets me, and she will do whatever she can for me, for Callista, for our family. Before they were her family, she would do whatever she can. And you just lift me, you encourage me, and you inspire me. Your dedication, your determination, and your resilience through all that you've been through and all that you do. You just inspire me. Vaughn is the queen of dedication for me. Like, if whenever I need to do that, I try to get some Vaughnness in me. My Stawas, you're just awesome. Like Vaughn said, we all met when we were going through such unnecessary trauma, so much trauma at the same time, and the way that we all bonded off of that, and established the friendship that we have, the sisterhood that we have, the best friendness that we have. Like, I don't know what I would do without you. You are always down to go do whatever crazy idea I want. You're always down, like, all right, so I'm gonna fly in and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go hit that. Wherever I have lived, Star has come every single place. And it's like she can sense when I am low. She can sense it, and she's like, so I got a little couple of days off. I'm about to come down there, and it's like I just need some familiarity, and being that Star is a flight attendant, she can get to me a lot quicker most of the times than others. And so she just knows, she just senses it, and she pops up and she gives me that family love, and then she's like, all right, and I'm out, and she go back out. And now she got my little nephew there, and it's just seeing her as a mom, and all three of them as moms, as women, like you said, that are out here being strong but still being feminine, being soft. Like, they all exude it. They are just true blessings in my life. Like, I can go on and on about y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all deep. I love y'all strong. I love y'all, like I tell Lista, in all the words, in all the books across the world. That's how much I love y'all. And I appreciate you.
Love you too.
I need some water after that.
I'm trying to you, man.
See, I love that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to expand this series, to show like the sisterhood and the friendships, to also just show women who have been impacted by breast cancer that, you can lean into your friends and your family. whether it's like you have 50 people that you can, or just, like you were saying, Keneene, like your core people, just lean into them, and just seeing the sisterhood that you guys have is just, it's beautiful, especially as, Black women, just to see that.
I got another one about them real quick. Every single one of them, when I was going through, I could think of something that they did for me from away for me. Like I was telling Vaughn when I was going through chemo, because of the nose hairs being out, I was smelling what I called death, but it was probably just the chemo, the meds, whatever. And I was like, I can't stand it. And like I said, coupon queen shopping extraordinaire. She sent me a diffuser with like 42 different scents that so I could concoct whatever I needed, so that I could not just smell that smell, because it was like so much for me. And then Tia, I telling her and her mom something. Next thing you know, they were like, "Here we come," and she brought Hindi, her son Henderson, with her, and came in here, and they just cooked up all the things. She brought me bread, even though my dad accidentally threw it away. She knows I'm a zucchini and banana bread lover. She brought me bread. She cooked food. They did like all this stuff just to love on me before. And then Star popped in the day before I was getting ready to have my lumpectomy, and she was like just helping me to keep my spirit where it need to be. And we went out and we did things and stuff like that. And so I just think about the different ways that they were like, all right, we're here. Okay, I'm gonna pop in. And then Vaughn popped in, Tia popped in, like, and they didn't plan this. I know they wasn't talking about this, but it was like it came in like, okay, Vaughn just left, Star come. Star just left, Tia come.
Mm-hmm.
I just, yeah. But they were on it. Like if I said something like, okay, let me get that. Let me help you. Let's get that taken care of so we can move forward. So
yeah. So ladies, would that be, hearing Keneene say that, would that be something that you would tell other people? It's kind of like, just do, like, listen to what if your friend or family member is diagnosed with breast cancer, kind of just listen and just do, or what would you say?
Definitely just do, because you never know. Sometimes, it may be something that Keneene may have just mentioned in passing, but it will mean so much to her. Like the things that she just mentioned, for Vaughn to send her those oils, like Keneene probably, or Vaughn probably didn't think it would impact her that much. Mm-hmm. And it did, mm-hmm. So I would say just do, because you never know what may make their day. Keneene may have been down and out crying that day, and to get that delivery could have brightened up her whole week. So I definitely stand on just do.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And listen, above all, know that we don't have to have the answers. When she calls and, she talks and wants to talk it out or vent, just listen. It doesn't have to be that we end a call and say, okay, well, I helped her solve that. This isn't that. Just mm-hmm. listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. The support of it all is what is just necessary. Even in those quiet moments, just being there for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, you don't have to know the answers. You may have never experienced or had the experience of, so you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. But being there matters.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things that I've been doing when to close out the series is I ask all of my guests a question. So I'm going to start out a sentence, and then I want you to finish it for me. And then Keneene, you can go last. But the phrase in the sentence that I want you to finish for me is love is. So Tia, you go first.
Love is unconditional.
Vaughn.
Love is never ending.
Love is patient and kind.
Keneene.
I think love is immeasurable. Like it knows no ends. It knows no bounds. It is, it's immeasurable.
Yeah. And if you all had to sum up your friendship, your relationships in one word, what word would you give it?
Effortless.
That's a great word.
Filling.
Mm-hmm.
I would say fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Keneene.
Unimaginable. Like I can't imagine y'all not being there. I can't imagine my life without y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, including you, Marissa. Like I cannot existing as you exist now. Like I can't imagine it. I don't know where I would be and what I would be doing without y'all. So
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking last weekend. Like, it feels like we've known each other for like 10 plus years, and it's only been like 3 years, which is crazy.
Like somebody asked the question, and me and Marissa was like, and then I was like, no, it was only 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing about Keneene is she lets you in.
Mm-hmm.
I've never known her to meet a stranger. Never known her to meet a stranger.
This is true.
Yeah, that I agree with wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I try. I try.
Well, this was great. I definitely want to catch up with you guys again in a couple months just to see if y'all hit up on that girls trip or any other trips that you may take. And just to touch base with you again, I think this is a good start for our Love and Cancer series for the Friendship Edition. So women and ladies can, take a look at this and realize that they're not out there on their own, and for them to lean into, their friends or the sisterhood that we have. Thank you so much for taking out time in your day and spending this and sharing your words with me about Keneene and your relationships that you had with her and that you'll continue to have with her. For everybody that's watching and listening, if you guys don't mind, how can they get in contact with you if they want to? Keneene, I'll let you start.
You can find me on IG at Keneene BC, at Facebook at Keneene LBBC. Otherwise, through For the Breast of Us, you can find me through our Baddie Ambassador page. But yeah, reach out.
Yeah. Tia?
You can find me on Instagram. I am at Tia4_, and also at Black Diamond Crafts. You'll find me there on Instagram.
Yes, going ahead. Plug it, girl. Plug it.
Yeah. I say refer to Keneene because I don't do those.
We'll see you on Keneene's page.
I am on IG, uniquely_starneat. But as Bond says, refer to Keneene.
All right, ladies. Well, again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And for everybody that is watching and listening, thank you so much. And stay tuned for another episode of Love and Cancer. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.